Workers' compensation insurance for your business in multiple states. Today, that's what we're going to discuss and bring value to help you understand workers' compensation in multiple states and what you can do about that. And add in the game Monopoly, well, actually, monopolistic states. Hey, it's Jeremy from Oxner Insurance. Today we're talking about workers' compensation insurance in multiple states. Imagine you have a business operation in Nevada, California, Oregon, and Washington. First, which ones are NCCI states? Oregon and Nevada. California has its own system that's very similar to NCCI. However, it is not an NCCI state. So that affects the way the workers' compensation is come up with and written in some of the codes. And Washington, you guessed it, if you have operations in Washington, that is a monopolistic state, which means that you need to get your workers' compensation for your Washington operations through, you guessed it, the state of Washington. Challenges, whatever, it doesn't really matter. If you're in the state of Washington or one of the other 4 total monopolistic states, Wyoming, North Dakota, or Ohio, you have to have your workers' comp there. Little insider tip. Remember, in a monopolistic state, you lose your employer's liability, part 2 of the workers' comp. So where do you need to have that added? On your general liability, that's right. So if you have to, for example, you may have a carrier that just says, well, we're not writing in, let's just pick on California, because we already know Washington, that's monopolistic. So your carrier's not writing in Washington that writes your Nevada and Oregon insurance for workers' comp. Let's say that carrier says, nope, we don't write in California. Well, you can switch to a carrier that has those 3 states, Oregon, California, and Nevada. Again, Washington's monopolistic. It's going to be standalone. So what if your carrier that your agent brought you that you really like says, nope, we're not writing that class of business in California for whatever the reason is. You've got to go to a carrier that will write all 3, or you can write a standalone policy in California. You can actually use the California State Fund, not to be confused with monopolistic, or get your agent to find a workers' comp policy for you in California if that was the state that wouldn't write your particular class code through your carrier that writes your Nevada, Oregon workers' compensation business. Tips and tricks. Make sure that you're allocating your payroll to the right classes, meaning the work that's being done to the right state. Because in some states, the same class could be way more expensive than, say, in Nevada versus California. And if you're allocating all of your payroll to California, you need to allocate Nevada and California separately for workers' compensation insurance because it can save you money. That way your employees are covered correctly. They're covered through the correct class codes and through the correct states. Because in the end, sustainability and profitability is what insurance is supposed to be about. Not to be confused in total cost of risk, but that's actually a part of total cost of risk, which you'll see on future videos as well. You want to be sustainable because if something happens, you want to make sure that your employees are covered, and you want to be profitable. We've covered things today that I believe will help you and bring value to being sustainable and profitable business as far as workers' compensation goes in multiple states. If you're not familiar with having these types of conversations with your agent, feel free to reach out. You can give us a call at 775 261 1633, or you can look for the link in the video, and you can fill out a form on our website, and one of our risk management advisors will give you a call. Say that fast 3 times. Risk management advisor, risk management advisor, risk management advisor, risk management advisor. So, if you're a Toastmaster, you know that's a filler word. I have been working on my filler words and cannot stop using the word so. Yikes. In any event, the value is in the delivery and in the information. Enjoy the content, like and share it, leave us a comment. Here's to your success.